This is the part 2 of reflection, and in this video we shall be solving questions based on graph. After watching this video, it will transform your weakness into power. Let's begin. The first question, there are two graph questions in this specific video. The first question is on the screen, obviously. There are 2 points given along with the coordinates, so the plotting is important, but more than the plotting, you'll have to understand what they're trying to talk about, okay? So this is point A with the coordinates 3, 4 and point B with coordinates 0, 2. So I'll go to my graph and start plotting 3, 4 and 0, 2. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. 3 on my x-axis, I go towards 4 and the point is here. Okay, so I'll have to name that as point A because of my question. Done. 0, 2. Obviously, the y coordinate has been filled, which means it lies on the y-axis. So 0, 2 lies here. So that is point B. 2 points have been marked. Now let's go to the first sub question. They're asking, I'm supposed to find the image of, find the image A dash of A under the reflection in the x-axis. Superb question. But it's very simple also. So in simple language, they're asking me, object is A, image is A dash. Who is the mirror? X-axis is the mirror. Fortunately, we know the formula. So it becomes 3, 4 under reflection in the x-axis mx. The x coordinate remains the same. The y coordinate becomes -4. So the answer becomes 3, -4. And this will be A dash. So I'll go back to my graph and start plotting 3, -4. So 3 is here, -4 is towards the bottom. So 3, -4 is here. I hope you guys can see the difference here. Look at this. A is the object, A dash is the image, and the center line here, x-axis, will obviously be the mirror there. So every sub-question here, try to ask yourself 3 questions. What is the object? What is the image? What is the mirror? And things will become much more simpler to you guys. Okay, so I'm done with the first sub-question. So the answer was 3, -4. Second sub-question, I'm supposed to find the answer image for B and name it as B dash. But this time, the mirror is line AA dash. It's very important for us to understand this meaning. Line AA dash meaning, first find A and A dash and join it. So A dash I found. I'll join the line. I'll connect the dots. So this becomes your new mirror for the second sub-question. Now, where is B? B is on the left-hand side of the mirror. Guys, common sense. You are here, the mirror is right in front of you. Where do you think the image will be? Behind the mirror? No, common sense. So let's say the object is on top, the object is on top, mirror is here, the image is expected to be below, common sense. Same way here, mirror is here, object is to my left side, so the image is expected to be on my right side. Same concept. So how do we check here? Focus here. Point B is there, and the distance between B and the mirror is 3 points. How? From 0 to 1, from 1 to 2, and 2 to 3. 3 points. Which means, see, common sense, guys. Let's say the distance between you and the mirror is 4 meters. The distance between your image and the mirror will be the same. And moreover, let's say you guys are 6 feet. Do you think your height will change when you guys go in front of the mirror? Obviously no, which means the height remains the same. The distance between you and the mirror, you in the sense object, the distance between the object and the mirror will obviously be same as the image and the mirror. The same concept I'll apply here. So the distance between B and the mirror is 3 boxes. I'll count 3 boxes and place at the same height because I told you the explanation. If you are 6 feet, after that, the image also will be 6 feet. You won't become 5'10" or 5'11", okay? So, the 3 boxes to my right side, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, same height. This will be B dash. Okay, this will be B dash. So B was my object, AA dash was the line, also called as the mirror, B dash is the image. I'm done with it. Fine, but the only thing which I forgot to do is I'm supposed to mark the point along with the coordinates. So this is 3, -4. A is 3, 4, done. B is 0, 2, done. If you see here, this answer is 6, 2. Can you see that 2 and 2 being same because the height remains the same? Why 6 changed? Because the image moved. So I'm done with the second sub-question also. B dash found. Third sub-question. A double dash of A under the reflection of y-axis. Perfect. A's value was 3, 4 given to me in the question. Reflection under y-axis. Yesterday only we learned the y coordinate remains the same. Only the change will be in the x coordinate. Becomes -3, 4. Now, what are they doing? The A is the same, object is the same. In the third sub-question, they're changing the mirror. They're making the mirror as the y-axis. In the first sub-question, the mirror was the x-axis. Can you do it? Obviously. Now, obviously, will the placement of the image change? 100%. So this time, your object is on your right side. Mirror is there in between. Fine. Where do you think your image will appear? Onto your left. So obviously, will there be any change? 100% no change. And here, plotting is already done here. I've got the answer, minus 3, 4. I'll just have to plot there. What's the plot? Minus 3, 4. I go find minus 3, I find 4, and this is the answer for A double dash. I'll write the points there, minus 3, 4. Okay. If you ask me, why didn't you do the similar kind of, finding out the points in the second sub question, line A dash, because there's no formula for that. That's common sense. Yesterday when we learned the rules, we learned only for x-axis, y-axis as well as the origin, not for some random lines. For any random given line, I'm supposed to apply my common sense only and get the answer. Keep that in mind. Fine. So A dash, done. Now the fourth sub question tells us I'm supposed to find the value of B double dash of B under the reflection of line A dash. So first thing, I'll have to join A dash. Guys, I know that I'm going fast. Can't help. You will have to watch this video again if you guys are getting confused, because it's a graph question. I just can't make the video long. Okay. So now A dash becomes the new mirror. What am I supposed to reflect? B. Think like this. Mirror is here. Object is at the bottom. The image is expected to be on top of the mirror. So object, mirror, image. Fine. So object is B. Count the distance between the new mirror and B. I can see 2 boxes. 4, 3 and 3, 2. 2 boxes. So I'll go on top 2 boxes. 4, 5, 5, 6. So it'll be there. So this became 0, 6. Again, if you see the 0 is remaining because you're on the same axis, no, that 0, 6 is nothing but B double dash. This is exactly how your graph will look like after the plotting points. Fine. Always remember, whenever there's an object and a new mirror, always the new image will be formed. It won't be formed in the before position. It keeps changing because new mirror, no, common sense. Fine. Keep this in mind. We'll go to the next question. This is much more simpler compared to the first one, but this is also important. This is more like an application based question. So they've given me 1 point, P 5, 3, done. Very simple. They've told me reflect this through the origin. We'll apply rules. 5, 3, reflect it through the origin MO. Both of them change. It becomes minus 5, minus 3. Done. Now, first of all, I'll go back to my graph. I'll plot 5, 3. 5 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis. It's somewhere here, 5, 3. Now, minus 5, minus 3. Okay, this is point P. Minus 5, minus 3 will be somewhere here. Done. I'll mark this as P dash. Done with the origin. Minus 5, minus 3. This is 5, 3. First sub question I answered. Look at this. Write down the coordinates of P dash, minus 5, minus 3. Now read the second sub question. It's simple. It says if M is the foot of the perpendicular meaning 90 degrees. A straight line has to be drawn. If M is the foot of the perpendicular from P to the x-axis, I'll go find P. I'll drop a line to x-axis. And obviously, can you find this 90 degrees here? Good. Fine. So from P to the x-axis, you just drop a line. In such a way that only straight line, not a slant line, because 90 degrees perpendicular has to be formed. Okay. Foot of the perpendicular to the x-axis. Find the coordinates of M. Common sense. It met x-axis at some point. That will be called as M. And the answer will be 5, 0. How? Look at the graph here. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see that it is actually meeting at 5? So that obviously will be your answer. And since it's lying on the x-axis, y coordinate will become 0. Therefore, the point is 5, 0. Done with the second sub question. Third sub question says, if n is the foot of the perpendicular from P dash to the same x-axis, I'll go find P dash first. I'll drop the line to x-axis. Done. So right now, I'll mark this to be n. Done. I'll zoom here. I can realize that it is the points of n is minus 5, 0. Y x-axis is being filled, y-axis, y coordinate will be 0. Done. I have a partial diagram, not yet complete. So 3 sub questions done. The fourth sub question talks about naming the figure PM P dash n. I'll go step by step. PM done. From M, okay, from P to M I went. From M to P dash I'll have to go. From M to P dash. I'll go like this. Okay, done. From P dash to N, already done. Obviously, it is not closed. I'll have to close it. So look at the last letter. From N to P, I'll have to come again. So from N to P, draw a line. Obviously, please use scale and do it. Fine. Now name the figure. Look at the figure, how it is. It is a parallelogram. So you name, the fourth answer will be parallelogram. Getting it? So this is, you'll be able to get only after joining. It always has to be a closed figure. Now, last one. Find the area of the figure. Okay, area of a parallelogram is given by base into height. Okay, common sense. Height can never be negative distance. Common sense. Fine. So look at this. Look at the PM height. PM or PN. Choose one. Both will be same only. No. So PM's height is 5. Not 5. My bad. PM's height is 3. How? It is going from 0 to 3. Look at the height there. I'll zoom in. from 0 to 3 it moved. So 0 is the x-axis, 3 is the thing, so the height is 3 boxes, done. So the height became 3. Now what about the base? Width, basically, width. The width is there. So from, just count the lines. So it is going from -5 to +5. I'll zoom here. It is going from -5 to +5. Okay, so that line. So from here to here, it covered 5 units. From here to here, it again covered 5 units. How? -5 to 0, 5 units. From 0 to +5, again 5 units been covered. So totally, if I ask you what is the width of the line, common sense, you'll add both 5 and 5, which is nothing but 10. Now, what's the answer? 10 times 3, it's 30. Since it's area, it has to be square units. These two types are the most important ones when it comes to graph of reflection. If you guys felt that I went a little faster, make sure you re-watch the video. 100% important for your board exams. Obviously, if something is important for your board exam, for your school exams also it's important. Make sure you guys don't skip this. For example, this question will be a 5 marker. Only by trying to analyze whatever each sub question is, it won't even take you guys, see, only drawing the graph, that plotting only will take time. Answering the questions won't take so much of time. So I would prefer this. Do not skip this for your exams.
Thank you.
Is it sweet?
Bloody sweet. Badass, Mr. Lil Boss is a badass.
Subscribe.